Okay, 7.83, we're just going to practice graphing some of the rational graphs we've been graphing the last couple days. So we're just going to graph, identify the asymptotes, and show at least 1 point per graph. For vertical asymptote, I'm going to tell you that sometimes we use v dot a to abbreviate, and for horizontal asymptote, sometimes we use h dot a. So if you see that, that's why. Okay, let's start with the asymptotes because they're the most helpful. Okay, so the denominator, in order to make the denominator 0, well, that would be when x equals 0. So there's a vertical asymptote at x equals 0. These are the most important pieces of our graph. This is not moving up or down, so our horizontal asymptote is at y equals 0, which is right here. Because we have these asymptotes, if we get one good point on each side, we can actually get a decent graph. Okay, so since the vertical asymptote's at x equals 0, I'm going to plug in a number on the right. I'm just going to plug in 1 because it's easy. 6 divided by 1 is 6. So when x is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I get a point way up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, way up here. Okay. Now, that does not look like very much information, but because of the asymptotes, it must be going up on the left, and then it's going to go down on the right. And I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but we're just going to sketch it. So that's one branch done. If you would like to do another point, you could also plug in like 2. If I do 6 divided by 2, I get 3, and that could help you get your graph. Okay, now I need to plug in a number to the left of the vertical asymptote. Vertical asymptote is x equals 0, so I'm going to plug in negative 1. If I do 6 divided by negative 1, I get negative 6. So negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and again, that's not very much information, but because of the asymptotes, I know that this graph must go towards the vertical asymptote, and then as it goes up, it's not going to go up forever. It's going to approach the horizontal asymptote eventually. So it should look something like that. Okay, go ahead and try 2. Unpause when you're ready to check. Okay, I graphed my asymptotes. I got my 1 point on each side, and I'm going to just sketch the branches. This must be going down here because it cannot cross the vertical asymptote. And then if I go up towards the right, it's not going to go up forever. It has to level up at the horizontal asymptote. So same on the right. This is going to approach this asymptote on the left. It's going to approach the horizontal. Okay, now if we look at number 3, let's do the vertical again. If I plug in 0, it's going to make this graph have a vertical asymptote. Okay, horizontal asymptote. Since this is moving up 2, my horizontal asymptote will be at y equals 2. Okay, and those are so important to my graph. Okay, so I just need one good point on either side of my vertical asymptote to get a good sketch. Since my vertical asymptote is x equals 0, let's plug in x equals 1. If I plug in 1, I get 3 divided by 1 is 3, plus 2 I get 5. So at 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then if I plug in negative 1, 3 divided by negative 1 is negative 3. Negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1, which is down here. Okay, I'm going to show you another fun pattern for this. Since this is a 3, if I start from where the two asymptotes meet, if I go right 1 up 3, it hits. If I go left 1 down 3, it also hits. So that's another pattern you can use. Okay, it's going to approach the vertical asymptote on the left, and it's going to approach the horizontal on the right. Just because I know the shape and I know it can't violate it. So I'm going to go to the right, but I can't cross the vertical asymptote. I'm going to go to the left, but I can't cross the horizontal. Okay, go ahead and try 4. Unpause when you want to check. Okay, asymptote, vertical asymptote x equals 0. Horizontal asymptote y equals negative 1. And then I plugged in 1 and negative 1, or I used the pattern from where the asymptotes are meeting. Since this is a positive 5, when I plug in 1, I go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I plug in negative 1, I go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, for number 5, where's my vertical asymptote? X equals negative 3, because that would make the denominator 0. There's no vertical shift, so your horizontal asymptote is at y equals 0. I need to plug in a point on either side of the asymptotes, or I can use the fact that this is a negative 2. I'm going to show you how to do that, and then I'm also going to plug it in. Okay, where the two asymptotes meet is right here. And if this is a negative 2, I'm going to go right 1 down 2. If I go right 1 down 2, when I go left 1, I'm going to go up 2. They're opposite directions. or I could plug in a number. My vertical asymptote is at -3, so if I plug in -2, I will get -2 over -2 plus 3, which is -2 divided by 1, which puts me at -2. If I plug in a number to the left, that's -4. -2 divided by -4 plus 3, -2 divided by -1 is +2. Okay, and then because I cannot cross my asymptotes on the left, I go this way. On the right, I approach my horizontal. Okay, for the other one. Towards that one, towards that one. Just make sure you're approaching them, all your asymptotes, but you never cross them. Okay, vertical. Go ahead and try 6. Okay, vertical asymptote x equals 5, horizontal y equals 0. Where the asymptotes met, which is right here, since this was a +4, I went right 1 up 4, and then on the left side I did the opposite, I went down 4. And this is approaching the horizontal asymptote, but since my graph's a little stubby on the right side, it doesn't look like it is, but it should be as I approach infinity. Okay, the last method was when we used long division to rewrite it, and then we used our asymptotes. Okay, so let's divide. Okay, remember, only look at the first terms. Okay, and then what am I going to do? I'm going to change this number because it's not going to work. Okay, it's not going to fit on the graph. It'll work. Okay, so x, 4x. So that's going to be x times 4 gives me 4x. That's 4x plus 4 times 5 is 20. And then remember to subtract down. So 4x minus 4x is nothing. 18 minus 20 is -2. And then when we rewrite this, the remainder was -2 over x plus 5. And then when we divide it, we got 4, which means our vertical asymptote is x equals -5. And then our horizontal asymptote is y equals 4. And now let's go ahead and graph it. Okay, so x equals -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y equals 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to use the pattern to get those 2 points. Since this is a -2 from the center, the intersection of my 2 asymptotes, sorry. And when I go right 1, I'm going to go down 2. Okay, on the left side, I'm going to do the opposite. Left one, I'm going to go up 2. Because all the graphs we've done so far are kind of symmetric. Okay, so now I know this is going to go this way. It's going to go up towards the horizontal, but it will not cross the horizontal asymptote. Okay, and then this is going to go this way. Okay, go ahead and try the last one, and then unpause to check. And I did change it to 5x minus 9 over x minus 2. Okay, so I have f of x equals 1 over x minus 2 plus 5. So vertical asymptote is at x equals 2. Horizontal is at y equals 5. And then I will show you my graph. Okay, and then I am going to use the shortcut from where the asymptotes intersect. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to go right 1, up 1, and then opposite on the left side.